Hey everyone, it's Tuesday, May 27th, 2025. That means it's time for another Toast Tuesday. Here we go. Let's get into it. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike.
And I'm Cameron.
And we're coming here from our barrel room at Toast Winery in the beautiful Finger Lakes. It's a beautiful sunny day out there for a change.
I would agree.
A lot of rain, a
love
lot
it
of
out
rain,
there.
but beautiful today. So we're thrilled about that. Happy birthday to Andre 3000.
Andre 3000.
You know who Andre 3000 is?
Yeah.
Of Outcasts. I like a little Outcast.
I love Outcast.
I don't know how you get a number in your name.
It's pretty cool, though.
It's kind of cool. Maybe that could be like Mike 10,000.
Mike 10,000.
Mike 10,000. That's got a nice ring to it.
It does. I
Mike
like that.
10,000. Yeah. So I don't know how you get that number in your name, but happy birthday to Andre 3000.
Andre 3000.
Also born on this day, Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
Unique name.
Do you know who Lisa Left Eye Lopez is?
I
From
do.
the band TLC.
Don't know that
TLC.
one either.
Don't know that one either, huh? She died way too young. She died in a car crash at 30 years old.
30.
30 years old in Honduras.
That's horrible.
Yeah, bad. She was great. Again, member of TLC, most famously known for starting a fire at an Atlanta Falcons wide receivers mansion.
Oh,
yes, she was a little bit of a pistol.
Yeah.
Lisa Left Eye Lopez. So, born on this day, died at 30 years old. Also, Wild Bill Hickok.
Yeah.
Wild Bill Hickok.
Nice.
Yeah, do you know?
Don't know who that is.
Have you heard the name before?
Never.
Never. You've never heard of Wild Bill Hickok?
Like ever.
Wow. He was born this day. Well, here's why. He was born in 1837.
Oh, way before my
back
time.
Back in the wild, wild west.
What a time to be alive.
Wild Bill Hickok. Okay, so you don't know much about him. Well, we're gonna explore a little bit about Wild Bill Hickok a little bit later. So I'm glad you don't know anything about him. You'll learn a little bit today.
I'm excited now.
Yeah. It's also National Grape Day.
Ooh,
I thought that was pretty cool.
It's a big
National Grape Day, right? National Grape Day today. Archaeologists say grapes have been around for 130 million years.
A lot.
130 million years. National Grape Day. Today there are nearly 10,000 known varieties of grapes around the world.
That's pretty cool.
With about 1,300 specifically found in vineyards for making wine. 1,300 different grape varieties for making wine. So pretty cool. National Grape Day today.
Happy Grape Day.
How was your week?
It was a pretty good week.
Yeah.
We had to take Junie to the vet.
Oh.
And they had to draw some blood.
Okay.
And I get very queasy around blood.
You do?
Yes, I do.
But everything was okay?
Everything was good.
All
she
right.
was good. They put a little bandage on her, which I thought was hysterical.
Did you make it through it okay?
I had to sit down.
All right. She probably was fine.
Yeah, she was fine.
Right. You were feeling a little queasy?
First vet visit at a new vet. And
okay.
Let's say we both made an impression there, I guess. So they'll never forget us.
All right. All right. Good to know. All right. Well, I'm glad everything's okay.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. Good week here. Bottled some more wine. I think I'm going to say that every week for like the next 2 months at least. That's the theme. Bottling some more wine. We bottled some dry Riesling this past week, and got a couple of more wines. Getting a couple of more wines ready for bottling. They're cold stabilizing right now. Some Gewürztraminer.
Ooh.
Currently out of that, so looking forward to getting that back on the shelf. So that's currently in cold stabilization. We'll be bottling that soon. Chardonnay, we're going to be focusing on that soon as well. We're also currently out of our unoaked Chardonnay.
We are.
So there are some people that were looking for that they're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Yeah, we're doing unoaked Chardonnay from 2024 harvest. Last year we did the barrel aged, the oak aged Chardonnay. This year we're doing unoaked. We still have the barrel aged Chardonnay. We're out of the unoaked though. That's also going to include. We're going to make a return of the Citra.
Oh, nice.
The Citra, our dry hopped Chardonnay. So we dry hop our Chardonnay with some Citra hops and make a unique toasted series variety that people have also been anxiously awaiting the return of. So we're going to be working on both of those things over the next few weeks.
Beautiful.
No vignoles yet. I know Mary Owen right now is coming out of her chair looking for the vignoles. When is that coming back? She keeps making sure we know. But I know, Mary, and I know you're waiting for it. It's not quite in the queue yet, but we're going to get it there. We're going to get it there, but not yet. What's happening at Toast Winery, Cameron?
One more weekend for wine and pickles.
More weekend.
This is it.
Right. That's it. The last weekend for wine and pickles coming up. So if you've been procrastinating, if you've been putting it off, and you'd be like, "Gosh, I got to get out there for that pickle weekend," you know what happens if you show up on June 1st?
No more pickles.
No, June 1st is Sunday. There will be pickles. There will be pickles on
Okay,
June the 1st. But if you come on June the 2nd,
June the 2nd,
no
then you're
more
gone.
pickles.
Okay.
Pickles are gone. So only one more weekend left. So this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, come in to do that final pickle pairing.
This is it.
It goes away until August. Which then we'll have new pickles, new wines. But yeah, you want to get your last pickle pairing in, do that this weekend. Smoking Summer Kickoff, we talked about this. That's the next Seneca Lake Wine Trail event, June 7th and 8th. The last food and wine pairing event for the Seneca Lake Wine Trail until Deck the Halls. This one's going to sell out. This one's going to sell out. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, or if you're on the fence, or you think you might go, you need to go out there and get to that Seneca Lake Wine Trail website and pick those up, because this one is going to sell out. It really looks that way to me. There's only a handful of those tickets left. Again, we are doing our black bean corn salad.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, you tried it?
I did try it.
You
did? Was pretty good.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah.
All right, good for you. We did make it to sample it and allow everybody to get a little taste of it. Black bean corn salad. I learned that it's also called Cowboy Caviar.
Ooh, that's cooler.
Cowboy Caviar. So yes, someone taught me that that's what it's actually called, or that's another name for it. Yeah, that's what we're going to be serving, but you can only get it if you're part of the event. So you got to get those tickets to the Smokin' Summer Kickoff. Here's some big news. Topical topics on a Tuesday.
I'm interested to know.
Well, you do know.
I do know.
I'm going to let the Toast Heads, I'm going to let the fans know next week, a little teaser. Next week, I am turning the reins of the show over to this guy right here. It's going to be the Cameron episode. So you're not going to want to miss it. He's going to do the whole prep sheet. He is going to decide on what we're going to talk about. What the top 5 list is going to be, what the toast is going to be, what the topical topic on a Tuesday, everything. He's going to tell you whose birthday it is, what the national day is. Well, I don't know what he's going to do. He could do anything. It could
be such a wild card.
It's going to be the Cameron episode, turning the reins over to Cameron, and he is going to lead us through the next episode.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited. I'm excited for you. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
I'm going to do the Cameron episode. You're not going to want to miss it next week. Yes.
Ooh.
You feeling good?
I'm feeling great.
You feeling good? No nerves?
No nerves.
All right. I'm a little nervous.
I know. It's okay. I feel people are.
All right. No, it's going to be great. The Cameron episode. First time producer of the show next week. So look forward to that. But what else is going on a Tuesday? Let's talk a little bit about Wild Bill Hickok.
I do want to know.
So I saw that Wild Bill Hickok was born on Toast Tuesday. I don't know that he realized that back then that he was born on a Toast Tuesday.
Planned it well.
But when I saw it, it's like I know the name. I've seen the name Wild Bill Hickok, but I really didn't know a lot about him. So I thought let's maybe do a little bit of a deeper dive into who this guy was and why I knew the name. And he's a famous cowboy. That's what he is, literally from the Wild West. Cool. Born in 1837, as we turn the prep sheet over, that next week is going to be Cameron's prep sheet.
I can't wait.
He was born in northern Illinois. Don't really think of cowboys in Illinois, really. But that's where he was born back in 1836 in the days of the Wild West. He was a bit of a gunslinger as well as a lawman. So, it was a weird time back then.
Yeah, you could be both.
He initially fled Illinois because he was wanted from the law. He landed in like Kansas and Nebraska and actually became a lawman.
Look at
So
him.
protecting folks back then. So he was a gunslinger and a lawman, known for his sharp shooting skills, and served as a lawman in frontier towns, helping to maintain order. So that was one of the things he was known for. He was also a Civil War scout.
Ooh.
I didn't know this, but he would scout ahead for the, I think for the Union Army. Yes, for the Union Army, he would scout ahead and spy to come back and let people know what was happening. He was also a gambler and an actor.
An
He was
actor?
An actor, yes. He was a professional gambler, and if they had such a thing back then, but I guess they did. Performed in Buffalo Bill Cody's Wild West show.
That's
he was a performer.
Pretty cool.
He was a performer. He was involved in several gunfights, several famous shootouts, including the infamous duel with Davis Tutt, who I don't know who that is, and it's probably Davis Tutt. In 1865, one of the first recorded quick draw showdowns.
What?
Quick draw, where you 1, 2, 3 draw, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
One of the first ever recorded quick draw showdowns. He was shot and killed, Wild Bill Hickok was, in 1876. So he lived to be 41 years old. Was playing poker. Was playing poker in the Dakotas, and he was holding a pair of black aces and eights. Black aces and black eights. Became known as the Dead Man's Hand.
Yep. I knew that.
Dead Man's Hand. That's from Wild Bill Hickok.
Did not know where it came from though. That's cool.
Yeah. So there you go. A little bit about Wild Bill Hickok.
Yeah. A little Wild West.
When you hear that in the future, you'll know a little bit about who that is.
Now we know.
There you go. I know more now, and so do you guys out there. So thanks for entertaining. You know, a lot of his history is based on fact, but a lot of it is also based on storytelling. Even his own storytelling that he made up and exaggerated on. So interesting life that man led, if you will. All right, that's Wild Bill Hickok. Cameron, what are we drinking today?
Our beautiful James.
Our beautiful James, our semi-dry peach Riesling. I brought this out for a couple of reasons. One, it's a new vintage, so I thought, let's bring this out and give it a taste, see what we think, and just kind of promote that new vintage of James. But there's also some fun facts that I wanted to share with the people today about this particular wine.
Absolutely.
And let's give it a smell first. My God, the peaches
peaches
just pop. Whew. Oh yeah, lovely peach flavor.
Oh yeah.
This is what a summertime wine this is,
great.
Right? Really nice peach flavor in there, but it's a Riesling. Like I said, it's a new vintage. Here's some fun facts. So in order to make this James peachy, we add natural flavors to it. Nothing artificial. There's no chemicals in this. It's natural flavoring. But because we are introducing this natural flavoring into the wine, a few things that we can't do on the label. One of the things is we cannot put a vintage year on this.
Interesting.
Yeah, so while this is a new vintage, this is 100% 2024 Riesling from the Finger Lakes.
Yep, all of
We
them.
cannot put a year on it. You don't know that it's 2024 because it doesn't say.
It does not.
TTB rules do not allow us to put a year on there. The other thing that I mentioned that you can't do, I said it's 2024 Finger Lakes Riesling. I cannot tell you that it's Finger Lakes Riesling.
Interesting.
Because I am not allowed to put Finger Lakes on the label.
No.
Just because we added some natural peach flavor to it. It is 100%. Finger Lakes 2024 Riesling. I also cannot tell you that it's Riesling. It is 100% Riesling. I cannot tell you that. I cannot tell you that it's from 2024, and I cannot tell you that it's from the Finger Lakes, even though it's all three of those things, because we added some peach flavoring to it. And the interesting thing, the flavoring that is in here makes up 0.07% of the bottle. Not 1%, not half percent, 0.07%. So it's 99.93% 2024 Finger Lakes Riesling, but I can't tell you that any of that on the bottle.
Just because that's
interesting. It's a fun fact that I would just, in fact, we have to say, and I'll read it for you right here because we have to put this on the label. It says grape wine with natural flavors added.
Interesting.
That's what we're required to put on the label. Grape wine with natural flavors added. But anyway, I thought that the people would find that interesting.
Yeah.
We have to do the same thing with Rita.
Yep, I knew that.
And we have to do the same thing with Citra.
Citra, yes.
I can't tell you that it's Chardonnay. I can't tell you what year the Chardonnay is from. I can't tell you that it's Finger Lakes Chardonnay, even though it's all three of those things.
Yeah.
I do say instead of grape, I have to say grape wine infused with Citra hops. That's what I say on that label.
That's fancy, though.
So it's interesting. The labeling laws are very interesting, and it's a whole deep dive that not even I'm 100% familiar with, but you do have to kind of figure it out as you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I thought there's some fun facts there that I tell you about this.
I like
wonderful James wine. It's just very refreshing, is it not?
It's so warm out in this hip spot.
Again, people think this is going to be sweet. It's not sweet. It's got a little bit of sugar in it. It's a semi-dry Riesling.
So refreshing.
Wonderful with peach flavor. It really is. It's nice. Gosh, you could put this in the blender and make it like a frozen like peach Bellini or something like that.
Fancy.
Or you could even put some ice. I probably said this on the show before. I don't know. But a peach Bellini would be wonderful with this. So serve it over ice. Put a little Sprite or soda water in there. You have yourself a peach Bellini. Good stuff. All right. So that's our James. Let's get to the top 5 list. Let's get to the top 5 list. We've got a pretty cool one, I think, today.
I do agree.
We are going to do all-time favorite cartoons. All-time favorite.
All-time favorite.
All time. Of all time.
I love it.
Okay. Now, you and I are coming from 2 different generations.
Yes. I can't wait to see.
Cartoons are very different now than when I was a kid. There was no Disney Channel. There was no Nickelodeon. There was no Cartoon Network. We just basically had them from Saturday morning until 11 o'clock.
And that was it.
They were gone. And they were gone. A lot of the cartoons, they're not even like politically appropriate today. They're a little inappropriate. Some of the characters and things like that. Yeah. So anyway, let's get to the all-time favorite cartoons list. You're going to find I probably didn't pull that many things from back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Yeah. Now I have raised 2 children, so probably a lot of my cartoon inspiration actually comes from that. All right. I'll go first.
Absolutely.
How about that?
I'm excited.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. You're excited? Number 5. This is my only classic, I think. Anyway, well, these are all classics, I think, but this is an old school classic. Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
Is a good classic cartoon.
Good classic.
Yeah, I remember at the end they'd always pull the mask off the character.
It's that guy.
Oh, it's that guy. And then sometimes they'd pull another mask off. No, wait, it's this guy. Yeah. Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. What a good choice.
Good, wholesome family mystery. All right, what do you got? Number 5.
5.
So wait, before you start, okay, here's my prediction where you're going to go. These are either going to be cartoons that I've never heard of, and maybe most people have never heard of. This is my prediction for you. One might even be Korean, or they're going to be like straight from you. I don't know, but I can see this going one or 2 ways for you. But let's see how it ends up. Let's start with number 5 for you.
So,
you already know how it's
so
go.
funny.
All right.
We'll see. I can't wait.
Right.
It's The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Okay, I don't think that's too far out there. I've heard of it. I'm not going to say that.
Cartoon Network.
Okay, Cartoon Network.
They, for whatever reason, the Grim Reaper just was stuck with them, and they just went on random silly adventures.
Yes.
It was
hysterical. I think I do know that one. Okay, so that's good.
Not
that's
Korean.
Too off the wall.
See?
That's not too off the wall. That's good. That's good. That's right in your genre. All right, I like it. My number 4. I love this cartoon. Johnny Bravo.
Oh, Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
Yes.
Johnny Bravo was this big, muscular, like blonde-haired guy. He talked like Elvis. He lived with his mom.
Loved it.
Lived with his mom.
Love that show.
Great. Johnny Bravo.
Loved his mom.
Yep.
Oh, 4. I'm going South Park.
South Park, number 4.
Because we weren't supposed to watch it, and when everybody was asleep, you would
turn
get to
it
the
on.
channel.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
All right.
best.
South Park, Comedy Central. Right?
Comedy Central.
South Park, good choice. Good choice.
Thank you.
That's my number 3, actually.
Ooh,
as
look
I go
at that.
South Park, I loved it. The creativity of the show is incredible, right? I
Hysterical.
realize it's a little off color at times.
It is.
Very off color at times, but yes, children and the things that
they could do.
Wow. But yeah, no, it's so well done. Are they still making them?
Oh, of course they are. Yeah.
They're still making them. Like, incredible. South Park. Yeah. No, good choice.
Thank you.
Good choice.
3 is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I love the
Teenage. And who was your favorite?
You will take a wild guess. Go ahead.
Michelangelo.
Yeah, was it? Yeah.
Yeah. What color mask did he wear?
Orange.
Orange.
Yep.
He was orange.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Cool. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I feel like, has gone through like stages where even today, where it's like, okay, it was super popular, and then everybody forgot about it for a few years, and then for whatever reason, it comes back again, and then it goes away, and then again it comes back, right? I think it's one of those things that just continues to resurface.
Timeless.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. My number 2, Dexter's Laboratory.
Oh, classic
Dexter's
choice.
Laboratory.
Loved
Dexter.
Mm-hmm.
He was a kid genius scientist, and the things that he would come up with. He was awesome. Dexter's Laboratory. I loved it.
Number 2, Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack. Yep. Okay. I think I know Samurai Jack.
Of course you would know Samurai Jack. Yeah. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was Adult Swim, which was Cartoon Network.
Yeah. Okay. Was there an Afro Jack?
Yes, that's a different. I think it's
that was Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes,
right?
it was.
Okay, I'm confusing Samurai Jack with that one. But okay,
Samurai Jack.
Right. Samurai Jack. I'm not familiar with it, but I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
Maybe.
All right, cool. My number 1. I mean, if this show doesn't make you feel good every time you watch it, there's something wrong with you. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Look at that.
SpongeBob SquarePants. It's just such a fun show. So creative and just. Again, it just makes you feel good.
It's a funny little comedy.
It's a funny little show that just, feel good. Feel good for SpongeBob.
I love SpongeBob.
Yeah. My number 1, SpongeBob.
Number 1 for me is Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Fostered Home for Imaginary Friends. Okay, here we go. Here's the one that's way out there.
No. It's good. It was on Cartoon Network. Very popular.
Just not that familiar with, I guess.
Tell
me about it.
The whole premise of the show is like, oh, you have imaginary friends, and once you reach a certain age, you don't need them, and they all live in this house. But this one kid was able to keep his imaginary friend, and he would be able to visit him frequently, and it was just their adventures throughout the time.
I'm not sure why I haven't heard this one, but I have not.
Pretty good.
I have not. This must be after my kids stopped watching cartoons, for sure, right? Yeah.
8.
All right. Fostered Home
for imaginary
friends. Mm-hmm. Very good.
Number 1.
Do you have any number 1 for you? That's good. Did you have any honorary mentions?
You talked about Johnny Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
Cow and Chicken from that time would probably
Cow and
be
Chicken.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
That would be my favorite.
Cow and Chicken, I like that. I have a lot of honorary. Cat Dog.
Cat Dog.
Cat Dog. That was a great show. Cat Dog. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Love that one too.
Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was a good one. Invader Zim.
It almost made it.
I know. Those things always and Fairly Odd Parents.
I love Fairly Odd Parents.
Odd Parents. That was a good one. Those almost made the list.
They're so good too.
Yeah.
Oof.
So that was fun. I mean, we went down a little memory lane there with some of those cartoons, right? Yeah. Good top 5. Good choices. All right. You know what? You went the other way that I thought maybe you might go, which is just like cartoons that you watched growing up, and that's exactly where you went. So nice
funny.
job.
That's why
it wouldn't have mattered what you did; it would have been fine. But I was just waiting for some of these really out there ones, right? Some Japanese airbender thing. I don't know.
Well, there's some of those.
You didn't do that, and again, so you could have done whatever you wanted. But that's okay. Man. All right. Hopefully, you got a good list for next.
That was all I have. A killer list.
You got a good one. All right.
Killer list.
All right. I can't wait. All right, let's get to the toast. Let's get to the toast. Lisa Left Eye Lopez. We're gonna do a TLC And you'll know this song
Of
when I
course.
say it.
Maybe.
Waterfalls.
Oh, see, yeah.
Waterfalls.
So I
That's
do know
TLC.
TLC.
Waterfalls. 1994 though. Seems like that was a little. That's a long time ago.
Quite a bit, yeah.
That seemed like it should be more recent than that. But 1994 TLC Waterfalls. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're going to have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. Cheers.
Cheers.